Hello everybody and welcome back to another thrilling zine review. I'm your host Orange Zeppelin and this is the episode that I've been waiting quite a while, waiting impatiently to have. This is the zine I've been wanting to talk about the most, waiting to talk about the most, and so it's a good way to end off what is International Zine Month. I wanted to get just one last video in time, one last zine review video out in time. So we are talking about Feral Comics number 12, and this is a pretty landmark issue in that this is the first one with a color cover. Let me stretch that out so you can see it. It is just $3, and I will have all the links in the description of the video where you can get your hands on Feral Comics. This is the one I was really excited for because this is the zine that I actually got paid to contribute to. So that I actually got paid for my art, and when that happens, that's pretty awesome. And I can officially call myself a published underground comic artist, which, I mean, technically I could already do that with the gobliterated strips that were in Hail Yourself. But I just like being able to have that published underground comic artist title. I am so underground that most people probably haven't even heard of me. This comic actually features gobliterated. So without further ado, let's check it out. Alright, let's take a look. Feral Comics number 12. I'm going to give you guys another look of the back and cover, the full color illustration. And I always comment when people do this because I just think it looks nice. The back and cover paper, it is a little bit of a thicker, there's a printing word that I'm trying to use here. It's a thicker paper than the interior pages, and I think that just it kind of just makes the zine look better. There's quite a few people who I've seen do that. I started trying to do that just to make it's not so floppy, for lack of a better word. If you make everything cover and all just basic printer paper, it just leaves the zine very floppy. I'm trying not to have some floppy zine, so here is our intro from Rich. This comic, the zine anthology, this is now available in several comic shops, so that is pretty badass. That is pretty baller. 8 specifically, that is very baller, and I think that is awesome. So I am happy to be part of this project. I'm also happy that Gobliterated, this is the first official full Gobliterated comic. I like that I am the first one in here. It's like, oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yes. So if you've been following my Instagram and various other social media sites, you have seen the adventures of my dude Graka and Ragnar, my goblin metalheads, and their endless quest to start the most brutal badass metal band of all time. And if you've been reading the comic, you know they also possess no musical talent. They do not know how to play instruments at all. Though, as Graka comments, he did play the trumpet in 5th grade band long ago. That's a little bit of a autobiographical thing. I would tell you I was the best trumpet player in 5th grade band, but the fact of the matter is, there were only 2 of us, and both of us thought we were the best trumpet player, so you can choose who you want to believe there. And I did take like a 13-year hiatus playing the trumpet, and I'm actually kind of on another hiatus right now. Maybe we shouldn't discuss that, but I haven't touched my trumpet in a while. But yeah, I had a lot of fun working on this. I'm just going to be showing off all my pages. So, I have only one single complaint about the zine, and Rich already knows this. I already let him know, but a page is missing. So the page that you should be seeing after this is my actual, what am I trying to say here? This is my original illustration here. I just wanted to pull the comic out just so you could see the part of the story that's missing, and it's just establishing, like, hey, maybe we need to sell our souls to demons for talent. Maybe that's an idea. So I also established the famous goblin jazz singer Dick Measles. I'm not sure why I decided Dick Measles was a good name for a goblin jazz musician, but that's going to be part of the future story in the comic strip. So I have established the existence of this goblin jazz musician and the fact that, hey, let's maybe sell our souls instead of actually going through any degree of practice. So I just wanted to make sure you guys saw that page. And like I said, Rich already knows that print mistake happened, and he apologized. And I did ask him, like, hey, instead of, because he did say he was gonna, like, he asked me if I wanted to either just, what am I trying to articulate here? I don't remember how he phrased it, but either he was just gonna stop production of this issue, or if I was okay with it just coming out with the missing page. And I did ask, like, could you maybe edit the page edit the layout, which I do understand that I am asking him to do something extremely, extremely annoying, which as a zine maker, and I'm sure if you're watching this review, you probably make zines also, you're gonna know that zine layouts and any kind of comic layout, that kind of thing, that's really goddamn annoying. It is my least favorite part of zine making, is when I have to scan all my pages, get the layout figured out so they can be printed. That is the most painful part of the process. And I might have actually cried during the production of my first issue of Brain Fart Comics trying to get the stupid layout to work. So asking this dude to redo his entire layout for one page is kind of like, hey, can you just make your life miserable specifically at my request? So yeah, that is okay. He doesn't have to go through the edit. This is, if you got your issue of Feral Comics, then it's good you got it now, because there's not going to be any more after that. But yeah, so let us continue with our goblin dudes. I love how this page turned out. This might be some of my best line work, and I'm glad that it still looks really good on this paper, because I feel like some of the ways that I did my tonality doesn't show up super well on this paper, but that hatching, that looks really nice. I am very proud of that. So yeah, that is Gobliterated, their band Fatal Queef. That's not even really a band. So yeah, I am happy with that. Even though there was a printing error, I'm pretty damn stoked. So let's talk about other people's cool, badass art. Like, this person's got aliens, and I am always happy when there's comics that have aliens and shit. I love sci-fi. Aliens make me happy. So yeah, this is cool. Like this comic here, I like that there is a good diversity of styles, lots of different. That's what I like in the zines that are, contributions from a lot of different artists, is you get to see a lot of different art. You get to see a lot of styles, a lot of methods of making art. I just like to see what's going on in other people's heads. Even if it's weird, I just want to see what's going on. So yeah, and then here are the artists that contributed. Oh, I should mention I do know this person, Lucinda, somebody I follow and who follows me back. Actually, Brain Farts followed me. I didn't even realize they were following me. I followed them back. I have to, because they're Brain Fart, and my zine's called Brain Fart Comics. We gotta have solidarity in the Brain Farts. Alright, so I'm there. or other artists participating. So check these people out. Check these cool people out. Heck yeah. So, Feral Comics, that's a thumbs up for me. I am not going to be, I'm not holding the printing error against them. I'm definitely going to contribute in the future because I like this project. I'm happy to see that this is a zine that is succeeding. And I like that I got paid for that. But mostly I just am really happy to see a zine anthology doing well, showing up in comic shops. That is the kind of project that I want to support. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back at some point with another zine review. I don't know. I might have some other exciting things to talk about. But in the meantime, keep reading zines.